What's on? Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. It's 12:08. It's 12:12. Shoot. It's afternoon time, man. We're gonna set this floor today. Got it all ready to go. Got some mud mixed up. Ready to get started. How's everybody morning going? How's everybody's day? We're over here setting some tile. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, we ripped up all the tile in here. Today we're gonna reset the tile. We're using 1/8" spacers, kind of matching what the old floor was with this new one. It's the same tile. We want this line to exactly perfectly line up. It makes a nice transition in. It's just a basic little tile job, man. This says that nothing spectacular or anything like that. Kind of got to copy what they already did, so we can't really use clips and wedges. So kind of is what it is. Got to just make it as nice as possible, as pretty as possible, and like I said yesterday, flat as possible. No big whoop. different ones. Light blue one, tan, all different colors, and kind of mix them up real good. So that when you don't have the same color bunch everywhere. $39 5/8. Damn, we can set that. Make sure all this other stuff's clean. It's not getting set today. Kind of to that point. We'll set that tomorrow once we drag this big old fridge onto the stuff we set today. That's kind of how that works. And by tomorrow, about this time, it'll be dry, be good to go. No big deal. Set it, forget it, throw it today. We have to get up in here so we can get in front of this. So the line, the actual gas line, is kind of tight back there. I don't want to mess with that. So the less amount I have to move that, the better. It's always good to have a sponge in a bucket of water, make sure everything's clean. The more clean you can make it today, the better. I know a lot of tile guys want to make fun of stuff like that, but you know, it does make it easier on a grout guy. And since I'm the one who grouts everything, because I set everything pretty much. No, I'm just joking. I have a helper that helps me grout. But, you know, I've done it for a long time, so I don't want to grout anymore. So I try to make it nice for the guy that I got grout for me. Because I know how it is. It could get messy. This could be super messy. It's not easy to set tile neatly and nicely and in order. A lot of people get, I guess, freaked out about it a little bit. It is what it is. You know, if you take a deep breath and try to pay attention to what you're trying to achieve, then it ain't too tough. good when you're got a control line, but you know, it's always nice to check on the wall. The walls really won't move. Just kind of check and make sure it's straight running through here. At least it's cohesive with the wall. That's, you know, that's important. Can't really complain about that. It's pretty darn good. It might gotta go that way just a little, but not much that I can see. Yeah, everything's tight and right and looking pretty. So, you know, the way you would tell if there's something that was funky there is that the grout joints would be something would be wrong with the grout joints also. So you can kind of use the grout joints smushing, squeezing, and falling apart from each other and squishing together, kind of as a tell-all that something's not right with your line. It's going like this or like this. It might be arcing or cupping, you know, and you don't want any of that, you know. I know, it's easier said than done sometimes, but you know, remember that. If your grout joints are doing something weird, if your line's doing something weird. But if everything is running straight and square, and I usually kind of put the square, the tile in square, and see, and make sure that it's, you know, right before I spread out the grout joint, put the spacer in. You know, that's a good way of doing it. And that way you know, okay, I won't have to really do anything to that grout joint. It's ready to go. I just put the spacer in. That's flat. You know, nothing skipping around or. Because that's what we all want. We want flat floors, man. We want floors to be flat and pretty so you can roll stuff across them, walk on. You know, all that good stuff. You can't be afraid to pick a tile up either. You know, if there's not enough mud underneath it, like this one, it needs a little bit of mud. You can see it on the back of the tile, and it needs it. Flip over the tile, make sure it's got the mud that you're supposed to have underneath it. Need some more to make it right. Put some more underneath it. You take a little bit out, take a little bit out. If you picked your tile correctly, and you should be able to do such things. If you got not enough thin set underneath it or too much, there's gonna be an issue. So make sure that you picked out the appropriate trials depth for your tile. And the way you determine that is by how thick the tile is. So if the tile is a 1/4 inch thick, you could probably use some tinier trials to spread out the thin set. You know, the depth of mud doesn't have to be that big. Now, obviously, if it gets bigger, then you need bigger trials. Thicker tile needs a thicker mud base to go underneath it because it determines the mass of the tile, which kind of determines the weight of the tile depending on the materials. And that's just a good way of measuring that is the thickness of the tile. Usually you want to go that thick with your mud. So with my tile, if I put it to the bottom of the tile, I can still see a little bit of light of day through there. And that's kind of what we want for this specific size. So Now, if you were doing a thicker one, or if you had really bad floor issues, I'd advise you get a thicker trowel. You know, but a thicker tile, you get a thicker trowel. That's kind of the rule of thumb when it comes to that. Huh. Nice. Looking good so far. Looking good so far.